Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. And here we are on Cactus Island. This area isn't actually listed or shown on the world map, on your mini-map, or even the big map for that matter. So it's kind of hard to find, and you really can only find it by chance if you've never played the game before. But here we can run into a new enemy. Well, an enemy we've seen before, but not in this form. This is a Cactar. And this is how the morph material works that we got way earlier in the game. What happens is you deal a little bit of damage and it turns the enemy into an item. However, it does substantially less damage than your normal attack would and has a very high miss rate. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I got White Wing. Yeah, probably use that. But basically, you know, so morph will, I think it cuts your attack accuracy by about 1/3, so it makes a lot of sense to use someone like Vincent, who has a weapon that has 255 hit percentage. And what happens when you morph them, I kind of glanced over it, but you get a Tetra Elemental, which, let's take a look at that. I've already picked up 2, because I definitely want to have 3 of these. Drains 4 different elements. It is really, really good. And basically that, the ribbon, maybe the sprint shoes, and the champion belts, obviously, probably the only accessories I'll use for the remainder of the game. Not like the remainder of the game is super long. Disc 1 itself probably accounts for, oh, I don't know, about 50% of the game. The total length of the game. And what else should I do now? I did that. Okay, now I want to head to Mediel, the area I was showing you before. And when we're over there, basically we'll just move on with the plot now. There's not really a lot of other things that we can do right now. You can listen to the new world map music, I guess. And it's definitely depressing, and understandably so, considering the, you know, there's a meteor coming down, about to land on top of us. Okay, a couple things to note before heading in there. First of all, I kind of glanced over this when we picked it up. The full cure materia. Basically, as you can see, it's grayed out there on the left side. You actually don't get to use it until you gain its first level. And basically what it does is it does what it says. It completely heals the target. However, you cannot apply the all benefit onto this materia, making it kind of useless considering, you know, you can use Cure 3 and heal almost all of your HP at this point anyway, and it multi-targets. What was the other thing I wanted to mention? Oh yeah, the counterattack materia, you'll probably want to take that off when fighting those Cactars to get Tetra Elementals, because otherwise somebody's going to counter and kill him after you've used level 4 Suicide, which I kind of glanced over. He is susceptible to that. You want to use that first. You could use it twice and then use Vincent to morph it, or use morph twice, whatever. Anyway, I think that's all I needed to do for now, and here we go. Mediel. This is an interesting little town. Let's talk to some people around here. Hot Spring Town. Cool. Oh, well that's nice. Here you may want to turn on your cursor there, because there's a lot of areas around here. Oh, do I have it? Oh, tell me I have it. Don't tell me I forgot to buy some. Nope, I do have it. Perfect. Thank you! Anyway, I will approach that now, because basically... Oh! Samolan greens? Anyway, basically, yeah, if you don't have any, and of course we can't actually get Samolan greens in this game because no such item exists, apparently this is like an old translation or something. Basically, what it refers to is mimic greens, which you can buy at the Chocobo farm. And if you make sure you buy at least one, give it to the white Chocobo here, and then if you tickle behind its ears, it pops out this materia, which for some reason they don't name. Other thing you want to do is this crazy customer, and that's what they usually refer to it in guides as, she'll be in all the shops. You want to talk to her in each one of the shops because it'll influence being able to buy items later on from her, as the shops will have picked up and vacated. But since you'll be able to do that, you know, buy from her. Let's buy some remedies. Just a few, so I have some. I don't need anything else. Yeah, so even though the shops leave, she does not, and you'll be able to buy all the stuff you need from her. And I don't think it's everything from her, but anyway, you do want to talk to her at every time she's in a store or whatever. Okay, the end of the world. This is what? You didn't finish your sentence. Ah, you're no fun. Anyway, as you can see, not all of these are completely intuitive. Some of them are. Okay. Can I buy something from you? Anything useful? More materia that I don't need. Pass. Alright, let me move, please. Thank you. Let's talk to... Would you talk to this... There we go. Jeez. Won't let me talk to you. Anyway, yeah, she doesn't say anything particularly interesting, but you do have to talk to her like I've been saying. One more store to check out. I'm not talking to you, you're just trying to get me to go in and buy something from your store. Alright, one more. World's about money and material things. When everything falls apart, you don't really want materia. Well, I guess in this case you probably would, because, you know, materia and weapons and items will help you survive in the post-apocalypse world. Oh, there's a door that's locked here. It doesn't even have an icon on there so I can go through. Huh. I guess we'll look at that later. But yeah, most of the time you wouldn't want to buy... that's helpful. I wonder if we're going to get a certain character back that uses swords. Nah. Anyway, we can buy some new gear here, so we want to get pretty much all of them. We finally get a new weapon for Red 13, which means I can actually use him again. And I'll get that anyway. Don't really need it. Get that for Sid there. I don't want the Winchester because the, what is it, CR rifle or whatever is better. And these don't really matter all that much, though I will be picking up 1, 2, 3, 4 for my backup characters, and then just pass the elemental ones along for the characters that are actually in my party. Just so that I can switch materia with the exchange function a little easier. And once talking to that door, examining that door, the kid, I did. What are you talking about? You go over here, something's stuck in there. It looks like an old key. A beat up, useless old key. Okay, well, we'll have to go see if that works on that door afterward. But first, let's go in here and talk to a couple more people. You're going to live to be 100. This is a JRPG, which means you're old. Which means what? You're 35, something like that? Well. Alright, you talk too much. This guy, or girl, I don't know. Anyway, if it's a guy, then the game's trying to introduce more cross-dressing. If it's a girl, then it doesn't really have any impact at all. That didn't sound right. Whatever, ignore that. There's some stuff here that isn't important, but okay, whatever. And one more person to talk to. How could it happen? Well, let's see. An evil madman with an Oedipus complex, or an Oedipus complex, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is hell-bent on destroying the world to become a god. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of it. Yeah, let's try that. Let's use it. Okay. Okay. Ching? Is it like a sword, or? Oh, crap. Ooh. I think we're in trouble here. We got busted trying to sneak through. Yeah, no, you want to tell the truth because it gets us an item. Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, only in an RPG could you get away with something like this, or, you know, from this era, you know, 1997 this game came out, and you can't really get away with this anymore because you couldn't see that it was, or you would be able to see the difference between something that's painted on there and something that's not. To another world. What kind of world would that be? Okay. For trying to bust through your door and then telling the truth about it, you give me a curse. Wonder if it's like the curse that Sid gave me in Final Fantasy VIII. No, not quite. Anyway. Done all that. Wandered around here for long enough, making sure I didn't miss anything. And we can now head up this way, which will initiate an automatic sequence, which is why I'm doing it last. Even though there's another house and another item to get. Aww. And I guess we're going to eavesdrop on a conversation here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. This is not gonna end well, is it? Yes. It's pretty obvious who they're talking about. Not like they could kill off the... Oh, right. They did. Oops. Not like gonna kill off the main character, though. It's a game where they kill off the main character. I can't think of one off the top of my head, actually. But I'm pretty sure they've done it at least once. There was one game I remember playing. I'm not going to mention the name because that would ruin the story point in that game. But there is a game, an RPG on the GameCube that, I think it was the GameCube anyway, that your hero actually went rogue and went to the evil side and you controlled a backup hero for a while. It was interesting. Tifa, where are you going? He had a mountain fall on top of him and then was transported underground through a stream of souls to get here. And you think he's gonna be just fine, don't you, Tifa? Not quite yet, but that's coming. Don't worry, that's coming. A friend? I think he's a little more than a friend. But, you know, maybe that's the fanfic artist in me talking. Not that I've ever written any, I just always thought it was interesting. Over here. I see yellow hair. He's in a wheelchair. Huh? That sound is creepy. I'll have to turn that up in editing because it'll probably be too quiet, but that is creepy. Jeez, when I first heard that sound, I was just like, oh, what the hell? And the sound, you know, the music in the town goes from, you know, the nice kind of relaxing mid-gear kind of feel, you know, it may not be the most technologically advanced city in the world, but they're happy with what they have in this particular part. And now we go to this. It's just creepy. It's a real good kind of a jolt in the way that what is it? Just how everything feels. The atmosphere of the game just kind of takes that sharp turn there, and I think it really works well in this case. Not always does that work out well. High level? Oh yeah, well, we know that. He didn't know who he was before. That didn't stop him from running around with his sword, beating the crap out of people. So, in other words, he's in a coma. To some extent, anyway. Yep, definitely not good. Bringing Vincent probably didn't add anything extra in the dialogue, but I wasn't going to change my party. Couldn't even remember that the third character got to say anything. Bringing Barrett makes a lot of sense because, you know, Barrett's been around since the beginning. Apparently, the doctor's kicking us out so that Tifa can continue what she's doing to Cloud over there. Dirty mind, dirty mind, dirty mind. No, she's just kneeling next to him. I'll keep my mind in the gutter, you keep your minds out of the gutter. It's the only way this is going to work. And we get a strange fade in terms of the brightness there for some reason. Well, what'd you expect was gonna happen? Like, he literally had a mountain fall on him, or fell into an opening in a mountain, and then everything crashed down. There's not a lot of situations that would, like, that won't end well in a lot of situations. Like, there's just no way. Now they kind of changed the idea of Mako to, you know, it's not, you know, the infusion of this chemical or this energy that causes some kind of manipulation or mutation. Now they're going full out, you know, referring to it as knowledge. Like, everyone apparently now knows what materia is, how it was formed, and believes in this idea of magic, that it is infused with the knowledge of the ancients. And it's almost like they're saying he downloaded information. Yeah, here... I can't say that. It'll spoil something. Never mind. Yeah, he's pretty much screwed. Well, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to completely ignore him and go about the task of saving the world. Barrett asks a good question here. Considering how insane Cloud has been over the last, I don't know, quarter of the game, you know, giving the black materia to Sephiroth twice, and, you know, trying to kill Eris, everything else that he's done, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to want him back. There you go. Barrett asks the tough questions. You're so insightful, Barrett. Hey, Tifa. You feeling a little better now? Aw. And what do you want to tell us? Are you going in? We have to go inside for you to tell us this? Okay. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but okay, sure. We'll go back inside. We can do that. Oh, obsessive much? And if you can't figure out where this is going, you haven't played enough RPGs. Yeah, Tifa has now removed herself from the party, which is why I took that little break earlier to remove equipment that I needed and materia, accessories, and all that stuff. So, yeah, we'll come back and check on you. We've got other things to... Wait a minute, we don't have anything to do right now. The meteor's going to destroy the planet. And... what else? There's a good question there, Barrett. Another good question. Man, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, we don't really have anything to do. You know, meteor's going to destroy the planet. Sephiroth's already won, basically. The game's over. All we can do is kind of piddle around with our airship and do side quests. We haven't been given any direction other than finding Cloud so far since we got the high wind. If I say high wing or high wind, I'm just... I've mixed it up a lot. There. Good enough. Sid, are you sleeping on the floor there? You have information, Shinra. Cool. Barrett. Such a mean thing to say, but so true. Yeah, if you've noticed the mannerisms of Heidegger and Scarlet, they both have like a special laugh that they do. And of course the first one there being Heidegger, second one being Scarlet. And they're trying to be clever by referring to them in such a way. Anyway, there are 4 people here. I'm going to say right now that one of these 4 people will die. No. One of these 4 people has got to be the person controlling Kate Sith. If you think about it, there's no other option, because how else would we, you know, eavesdrop on this conversation, which he's just allowed us to do. Oh, well, that makes sense. Oh, they've solved the meteor problem? How'd they do that? Uh-huh. How are you gonna do that? Oh, so it comes out of the reactors after a certain amount of time, I guess. That is a very large number. I don't know where they came up with that number, but sure, okay, that works. And of course she doesn't do her special laugh there for some reason. I don't know why they would have him do it in his first line and her not. But, oh well. Well, what a great plan. Yeah, so they're going to collect the materia and then... Oh, well, guess we can't go to Nibelheim to do that. Coral and Fort Condor, huh? Oddly enough, those aren't the only ones. There's actually 4, but okay. Well, not. I guess technically one of them is from Nibelheim, and 2 are from combined Fort Condor and Corel. And there's also one more that we pick up, and I won't spoil where it is, but there is one more. There are 4 of them. And of course, obviously, I kind of spoiled it, but we're going to go after it. When our small materia nears a larger one, something should happen. Like what? So we're stopping Shinra from trying to save the world because they can't do it? It's an interesting line to put considering what Barrett said, you know, only 2 minutes ago, but oh well. Well, yeah, I guess. He's part of the group. He's been here for a while. Barrett apparently not good with his feelings sometimes. Just shut your face! Oh, look at that. Barrett's gonna be the leader again. Apparently he doesn't. That's different. Well, if Barrett's not going to be the leader of this group, then who the hell is? We don't have all that many people left. We've already lost Cloud and the backup hero, Tifa. So who's going to be the next hero? Uh-oh. He slept through the entire meeting. And really? Really, game? He's the leader. He sleeps through the whole meeting, doesn't care about anything. Sid is awesome. Sid is so awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Sid is so much fun to just kind of listen to his dialogue, his demeanor and his character. So much fun. If he's going to be like that, then he should be like the captains in the Star Trek universe. He should always stay on the ship, not do anything else, and send his number 1 to go deal with everything. Which, considering who I have left, pretty much has to be Barrett. Red 13 doesn't have the outspoken personality enough to be a proper leader, though he probably would be a great, second, like a second lieutenant or a second, the number 2 officer, kind of like Data in Next Generation. And if you don't, get Star Trek references, tough, because I'm probably going to make more of them. I like Star Trek. Star Trek's plenty of fun. Though I haven't watched any in quite a while now. I haven't seen... I watched the one iPod, Star Trek movie, the first one. I have not seen Into Darkness yet. Everyone seemed really interested to watch it, but I never really cared too much. And Sid runs like a moron. Yay! Okay, so, yeah, Sid looks really stupid when he runs. Hey! Mr. Leader. Okay, he's got a nickname. What are you doing there, Yuffie? Dying? You're 15 or 16. No, thank you. Yeah, still airsick. Anyway, now with Sid, we go back to the operations room, and we can reform our party. Good thing I moved all of Tifa's equipment and materia over to Sid already. And this is going to be my party at this point. In the next area, well, I'll go through a couple areas and then I'll probably end up putting in Red and Yuffie back into the party because they probably need a little showtime. I know Red does. I haven't used him in a long time, probably since I think Cosmo Canyon. Yeah, it's been a while. He just, he hasn't had a new weapon and I need more materia slots now. So. Anyway, this video is long enough, so that's all for this episode. Next time we will head to Fort Condor and probably, well, I'll figure out which one I want to go to first. Either that or Corel. And I will meet you by either one when I see you guys next time.